a slave, just like everyone else here. So how come I don't have a spirit core? Or face, or memories for that matter? Not like worrying about it'll change anything. I should get some rest. I wonder if this bed before me. Mine for now, but for how long? Tomorrow's another day. I guess I should get some shut-eye. I'd better head to work. Saw that business with the freight train today, huh? Great. Time to start another day toiling away for the Reddits. Am I gonna do this until the day I die?
Look lively, slave! Let's get some work around here!
What's up? Not much. How about you?
Grenard!
I just got Tales of Arise.
Zephyr, she's here!
That's funny. That's funny. Sody pop. Exclusively. That was weird.
The girl's nowhere to be found. This hurts. Hey, Bennett, did you find anything?
Oh, hi, Mike.
Sir? What do they expect from us on such short notice?
Hey, you're...
Oh my god.
Go now! Hurry, get moving!
Stay still! You caused us a lot of trouble, you know. Now we can do this the easy way, or not.
I think I have to fight here in a second. Details again. It's on sale. I get it.
Idiots.
They usually don't. Unless I explicitly ask them to, they usually don't. Because my fucking address on my ID is my parents' house. And Scott wanted me to fucking order it for some goddamn reason, and it's only coming next week anyways.
Where you go? Hope you can jump.
Well, if you get the insurance, then they won't leave it there. They'll bring it to the place. And you have to go get it yourself.
You all missed your chance to become Lord. Which means
Yeah.
you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balthaz.
Yeah.
Got that through your skulls? Now hurry up and bring me shield.
Uh-huh.
Even the drink's lost its appeal.
No.
Someone's in a
Only, well, sometimes they do, but
Lord of Wolsey, ruler of
if you,
Order
yeah, usually they don't.
you prefer, isn't it?
If you, that's really weird for you to have insurance and then leave it on the doorstep.
What do you want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calagria. As a fellow Lord, I merely thought to ask whether I could be of any assistance to you.
Enough with the false pretense. I can tell a rat when it's sniffing around.
Forgive me, I can only imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Shut up! It's none of your concern.
The crown
Yeah.
contest is proceeding apace, and so quickly, I must say. It won't be long before the victor is
Nice.
crowned as the new sovereign.
I look forward to it. And you can be sure I
That'll be
won't
fun.
forget our little chat.
Nor will I.
Pussy.
Until next time.
Yeah. Pussy one. Yeah. We're not talking about Nick, we're talking about you. That is not a good trade.
Where?
You awake?
Who are you?
The name's Tilsa. I'm the medical officer for the Crimson Crows. You're in one of our safe houses.
Crimson Crows.
Don't tell me you've never heard of us. We're the Resistance, for the Danon people. We get in the way of the Bright Eye's best laid plans.
That's like, what, a half tab?
The Danon Resistance. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Oh, we exist all right. Though I guess we're not as famous as I thought we were. Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask. Is it true you can't take that thing off?
That's a fucking lie, dude.
Yeah. Worse is that I don't even know why I'm wearing it.
That's literally fucking propaganda.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she? Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the slammer as we speak.
You locked her up? Why?
Which means you
Go take a
test
look for
positive
yourself
for it
if
in a
you're
hair
so
drug
interested.
test.
They're interrogating her? Just what the hell is going on? I need to go and find out for myself.
That can happen on anything. Yeah. Well, not actually. You can actually, like... It's not... Okay, it's basically a placebo effect. It's like all of a sudden you'll be like thinking about it and be like, whoa. But there's no actual scientific evidence of that
So you're finally
being
awake.
real.
What's going on? What did she ever...
Mind your business. So even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted.
They just go into psychosis forever.
It doesn't seem to be poison or magic.
Yeah.
Is this the reason Balsaf soldiers were after him?
Yeah. But again, you've done
For
much
the
for
last
the
several days, Balsaf's forces
Like,
have been getting
you've already
pretty
broken that
restless.
seal.
When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again. And now, we come across Miss Prickly herself.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you, Miss Shion Imaris? That's her name. Jeez. You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. This lady's got herself a surname, which means one thing. She's a Renan, our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renan soldiers. So then, why?
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. After all, aside from the clothes they wear, there's only one way to tell a Danon from a Renan, and that's whether their eyes light up. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
Big talk for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Don't you call us embedded! Look, you see the stone your people embedded in me? There isn't one. Because we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind. The scars of a nightmare. Not to rest until every last day.
We Dandits may not be capable of using astral arts, but it looks like those thorns of yours won't do you much good in escaping here either.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone who comes near you. That's one hell of an ability.
Oh,
You're wrong.
dude, your feet totally do look like Parmesan.
This curse is some kind of great ability.
He could use it as a
Fair
whetstone.
enough. All I know is Balsaf must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why,
Yeah. It's like a grinder. I'm playing Tales of Arise.
they must have tracked us down. Evacuate as planned. Hurry! And bring the girl.
It's
Gives you any trouble,
an
let us
anime
know.
voice actor, yes.
Hey, Iron Mask. Sorry,
Plus,
right now it's everyone
all
for
the
themselves.
cutscenes are
I'm
done
going
by
to welcome our
Ufotable.
guests. Don't go dying on me. Come on, move.
And don't try anything funny.
He is Uvogin, Ishin Kurosaki, and like a bunch of other people. But Uvogin.
Enemy attack!
An ambush. Renans are here? I have to find an exit. Get the hell out of here.
Content Slayer. Coming Slayer. Oh, God.
Anyone who can fight, grab a weapon! Damn! How'd they find out about this place?
Have these kinds of battles been going on this entire time? I just didn't know.
Stop right there! Oh, it's just a den. You then! Where's the Renan girl who was here?
Well,
Spit it out! I want an answer, insurgent!
how's this for an answer?
Go to hell!
You dare address a red armored soldier that way! I'll show you instead!
I beat one of those Renan soldiers. I've got to keep going. I have to survive this no matter what.
Zero pussies. And you don't even take more than like 1G usually, don't you? You don't usually take more than like 1G, whereas we take like 2 or 3 times. But you need to double that with SSRIs.
Damn it, I was so close.
Same.
What the? You got some kind of death wish? Those are armored soldiers you're...
Shut up and get out of here while you still can!
Step aside, please. These are Renan affairs you're meddling in.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides, I don't much feel like being indebted to a Danon.
Fine, suit yourself.
Word to the wise, I call my own. Just stay out of my way and you'll get along quite well.
Kinda new for me if you hadn't noticed. Don't expect any promise.
Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you possibly gain from helping a Renan like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renans. I guess I'm just not as concerned with hatred as some.
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah. It's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
I see.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for? Stay sharp. We're going in.
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
They're waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Stay where you are.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly do they want to destroy this hideout?
Apprehend the traitor! Slaughter the rest!
Seconds.
The Master Core. He was embedded within her all along. No matter. Kill her if you have to. Just retrieve the core.
You okay?
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Huh?
It's one of my healing arts.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
Thank you.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry, you're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
The blazing sword. It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention those flames bursting from you.
They only hit my master core, so I'll be fine. And the flames weren't even hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy. Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No,
He was like, oh shit,
I guess seeing
customer.
you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Do you wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what? All I need right now is power. And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
You really don't care what happens to you as long as you get what you're after, do you?
Don't talk like you know me.
You? You're right. I don't get
At
you.
least.
I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves
Middle
never
East.
had a choice in whether we lived or died.
Okay.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Danans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more than kill first.
Yo,
ask
what
questions
the
later type.
fuck? He is like
In the wrong place
doxing
or
this
step out of line,
lady
you're dead.
that he's working
Mask or
with
no mask.
to like a
That's
random
it.
ass
As long as you keep your
customer.
head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you.
What in the
Honestly,
fuck?
sometimes they don't look all that keen to
Might
start
as well
trouble
give her
themselves.
like, give him like her social insurance
Without a
number.
good reason, it could
Give
delay
her,
the
yeah,
work or
phone
put them behind
number,
schedule.
maybe her spare key,
Maybe their neck's on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though. Right?
bank account, yeah,
I don't serve
credit card
Renan.
info, the 3 numbers on the back.
After 3 centuries of run and roll without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement. That's...
Glanamede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balseth, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go. Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll... I'm on it. You're mine! Set, you're surrounded. Just stay calm. Swallow blade. I'm on it. Don't let them form a pack.
Quick, turn the tables on her.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
I'll run you through. See ya.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm sure I can put this to use. Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Don't get careless.
Swallow blade!
Don't tell me.
Rising Wyvern!
Talon Storm! Tusk
Swallow
Cannon!
blade!
Getting started.
Circle and bring them down!
Mirage!
Here's a healing art.
Rising Wyvern!
I owe you one.
Swallow blade!
Coming! Talon!
I can feel my power growing!
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy. A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are two things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may...
I'm going to take down all of the Lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course,
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balseph, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Dahnan. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek. Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Take Swallow Blade! You're mine!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Rising Wyvern!
Don't go charging off like that. See ya!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Rising... Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr. Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danan outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Hey. Yes! I guess. Got it. I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans. Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
this doing here?
Forgive you!
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
You're mine!
Swallow Blade!
There!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Got you!
Mirage!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh? What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this... a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
I hate camping out.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Wyvern!
Here,
Damn it!
help. First aid!
Rising!
Here I
Slot!
go. You're mine.
Rising Wyvern!
Take it.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Mirage! Slot!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Take it.
Mirage!
It's over. There.
Rising
One more.
Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
This could be useful. I wonder if something happened.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagan ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. When you ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon guards.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes. Now let's move.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty... And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So? Technology's technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
Am I really doing this for some lousy clo- There's Zeugles here too?
Hey!
Right.
Just a minute. With that blade and your strength, the average Zeugle shouldn't be a problem, right?
I'll give it a shot.
There! And again! Mega
Rising
Ray!
Wyvern! Mirage!
Take it! You're mine!
Swallow Blade! Slash!
Here I go! It's over!
You picked the
Mega
wrong
Ray!
fight! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! This
One
one's
more.
all mine!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight! Stardust!
You've got
Mirage!
me surrounded. Sight!
Flyers!
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down.
Slash!
Let the marksman
Swallow
handle
Blade!
this.
Slash! Swallow Blade!
This one's mine. I'm only
Rising
getting
Wyvern!
started.
Mirage!
Sighted. It's over.
Rising Wyvern!
There.
Swallow
Go.
Blade!
Where are you going?
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray.
You picked the wrong fight!
Ugh.
Swallow Blade!
Go. Mega
Rising
Ray.
Wyvern!
This one's mine.
Stardust! It's
You're
on!
mine.
Swallow Blade!
There.
Slash!
That took more energy than I expected. Ugh. You can hardly see anything from here.
Right, here goes! Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Stardust! Come one, come all!
There! Got it!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Stardust!
Here I go! It's over!
Rising Wyvern!
And again! Mega Ray!
Mirage!
Huh. Take it! You're mine!
Rising Wyvern! Stardust! This could be useful. Gotta break through! Damn it! Stardust!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
It's over!
Mirage!
Insects
Rising
should stay on the
Wyvern!
ground. There! Help this! Mega Ray!
We've got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Portal Blade! All yours!
Take
Rising
it.
Wyvern!
This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Take it!
Portal Blade! Together, that wasn't even a problem. Gotta break through! How about this?
There! Help this! Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Take it! And again! Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Here I go! You're mine!
Stardust!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Rising Wyvern! Onward and upward.
Out of our way!
Rising Wyvern!
And again! Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern! Come and face me!
I'm only getting started!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
I owe you one!
Sight.
Swallow Blade!
It's over!
Rising Wyvern!
If it's in the
Stardust!
sky, it's mine! Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Help this!
Stardust!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Who wants to die next? I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
No
Here,
choice!
let me help.
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine.
Stardust! Mirage!
There, and again.
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray!
That buzzing is driving me mad! Rising Wyvern!
I'm only getting started. They've got me in their sights. Who
Mirage!
wants to die next? Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. What's this thing? Guess I misread the landing.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renan, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renans know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat. But we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? Not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
What?
This should definitely keep you guys full. You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw. It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense, or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy. Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already. Well, off we go.